Hello everybody, I'm Loboroda and we're at part 8 of the Code of Brawl event now. The stages are getting more and more difficult and I decided to continue doing my let's do some challenges for each stage kind of play that I did. And I also played through the previous stages, also with certain condition for myself, and you can check those out with the link on top. And I also played through the EX challenge missions once I'm done with this, probably without the extra challenge because they're already challenging. But let's see. And without further ado, let's check our current stage. We're at 11:41 PM, close to midnight, and this time around we need to defend 3 exits, have 2 spawn points, and the enemy composition screams at us, try to block that. We got heavy shield guards, we got bullies, we got fanatics, and we also got grey tails, which are units with a shield. All of this needs to be blocked somehow and killed relatively fast before it piles up too much on your defenders. So my answer for this, I don't take defenders. In fact, I don't take any melee unit. I went with a full ranged unit composition against this and just kill everything while it's running without being blocked over the whole map. Just for fun. The only thing that can be dangerous here are the casters, who you can usually outrange if you have good snipers, and the fanatics can hit ranged tiles as well if you let them get too close. So this is something you need to be aware of. Apart from that, all the others are actually easier to deal with ranged units, especially if you have good casters and physical damage dealers. So let's jump into the stage and see how I do this. So I start off by throwing out Grey Throat at the top. She will cover everybody that wants to go through the top lane and also who goes down in the middle. Platinum behind her, who will do the same after she load up her Pegation sight. And this will take care of everything that comes from the top, apart from 1 or 2 exceptions. Angelina will go at the bottom and she will get Supply Station. I have her in her skill 3 and I want her to be ready as often as possible because she will be the main person to slow down the advance of the enemies. Now the first Fanatic comes and Greythroat and Platinum are doing already a lot of damage to him, and I'll activate the skill on Angelina as soon as he comes around the corner. I also throw out Leonhard right behind Platinum looking down so he can burst down a lot of the enemies coming from there. I take care of one of the shield guys, the second one will actually come through, but since he needs to go around, he will go to the left exit, he will be taken care of. When the Grey Tail comes next to Angelina, I activate the skill on her again, so she can deal a bit of damage on the shield and actually breaks it, and will take care of him once he comes around again. And the same is kinda true for the second Grey Tail, but Leonhard will burst him down. I needed this setup so Angelina's skill is ready again once the bully comes. This is the main issue here. He's fast, he needs to be slowed down. Also, Leonhard will do his burst again once the bubble breaks for the Grey Tail, so he will also hit the bully and just gives up another round. Since I have the supply station next to Angelina, her skill will be ready again once the bully comes down again and will kill him in his final stretch, the goal line. Leonhard bursts down some more of the shield and Angelina kills him in the end. Angelina is a great character if you go for something like a ranged only composition. Her slow is so valuable to get the targets to be inside of your casters and snipers for a long time that it's just amazing. She also has oppressive heal, which was not so important for this stage, but in general it's also a great addition to the team. You can usually play a bit around with something like this if you see the enemy composition is heavily reliant on defenders. It usually is weak to a very ranged heavy composition for some reason or another. So always be mindful of that, always check enemy types and try to adjust based on what you see and try to trick the system there. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to this channel so you're updated when the rest of the series comes out and also when I start with the EX challenge run. And until then, I see you next time, doctors.